For fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 20 Ultimate Team coins, make sure you guys go check out my sponsor U4GM Coins. Use code VENM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's good guys, it's Venom Fire here, back in the video, and today I got a very special one for you guys today. I'm going to be going over the near close flex formation. Now I'm sure some of you guys have been going against this in weekend league or seasons, and it is probably absolutely torn you up. This formation is very good, very underrated, and I'm going to show you guys how to absolutely dominate with it. Now, first things first, this formation is only going to be in the West Coast playbook, and some abilities that you're going to want are, if you don't have Hot Route Master, you're going to want to put Tight End Apprentice on your tight end. Then you're also going to want it on your slot receiver right here with Mohamed Sanu. If you do have Hot Route Master, then you're good to go, but if not, you want an ability right here in the slot receiver and on your tight end so that you can put those 4 extra hot routes. Now, here are going to be my audibles for the formation. We have Texas, fullback dive, flanker drive, and post drag. Also, what you're going to want to do is just put a second running back there. So we got James White and Sony Michel. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and start out with our one-play touchdown. It's going to come to us out of the post drag. Probably my favorite play and the best play out of the formation. So our setup for that is I actually like to be on the left hash for this one, aka the short side of the field. And basically what I'm going to do is just max protect, and then I'm going to go ahead and put X on a corner route. But you guys see that corner route is way too short, so we have to go ahead smart out that. So you're going to put X on a corner, smart out him. And then you can really put A on whatever you want. You could put him on a drag. I like to put him on a hitch. Hitches just seem to pull the user down a little bit, and let's say he does follow the post, then hey, you can easily take the hitch. Now, one of the reasons this formation is so good is just because of the blocking. The blocking is so good, you can actually chop 2 players like you were in a split close just because you have those 2 players in the backfield. And so this is going to be the setup. Let's go ahead and snap the ball. I'm going to roll out to the left a little bit. You guys see perfect blocking. That outside third is going to fall down, and all you have to do is go ahead, pass lead that all the way to the left for an easy touchdown. Now, this is very similar to the one-play touchdown out of tight offset and that Y out HB swing deep post. This one's a little bit shorter, as you guys can tell. Anyways, going to go over these setups. By the way, I'm going to put all of these setups in the description, so make sure you guys go check that out. I might also pin it in the comments, so if you miss a part or get a little bit confused, I'm going to leave all the setups in the description. Now, once again, the setup's going to be max protect, A on a hitch, X on a corner route, and then just smart out that corner route, and you are good to go. Let's go ahead and snap the ball right there. Just slide over to the left here, pass lead all the way to the left side of the field, and you guys see Julian Edelman is going to be wide open on that deep post. Only way they can stop this is if they do have a deep half. If they have a deep half, then your corner out would get wide open in that case. Show it one more time here. You're just going to max protect, X on a corner, smart out X, A on a hitch, and you are good to go. You guys see, roll out to the left and wait for him to fall down. He doesn't actually fall down initially. It looks like he's about to defend the post, but later in the play, he's going to go ahead, come down on that route, which will leave your deep post absolutely wide open. Now, just some other setups that you can do with this play. Something you might recognize is that this little route with Sony Michel is good. So if you wanted to run this on the wide side, that's the way that you can get this little wheel route with Sony Michel open. It's not even going to be a full wheel route, but it's one of those that just gets wide open, especially against a cover 3 defense. So what you're going to do is put B on a flat. I like to put A on a post. And I'm not, as you guys notice, I'm not going to be using any of the setups where I have to put B on any type of a route with Hot Route Master. So I'm going to give you guys all setups that all you need are this tight end and your receiver. So anyways, you're going to put A on a post, B on a flat, and then with X, I also put him on a flat. That's going to give you 2 high-low reads. Simply just throw to the one that is open. Usually RB is absolutely going to get wide open. Brady throws that one in the dirt, but you guys see we have a ton of space. Just make sure that you do low ball it so that you don't take a hit and that you can just fall on the ground. So again, B on a flat. Oh shoot, I accidentally snapped the ball, but as long as you have B on a flat in that wheel route, it will get open. It doesn't matter what other route combinations, but to maximize the play, you're going to want to put B on a flat, A on that post route, and X on a post as well. just block Y obviously here. So boom, let's say he uses RB, you can go ahead and hit A wide open on that post route, and it should get wide open. Unfortunately, I would like to put X on a hitch there, but you can't out of the tight end slot, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. Those are pretty much the only two plays I like to run out of this. Moving on to our next play, let's go over the fullback dive. Fullback dive is very good for this formation because it's really going to force your opponent to come out in something like a 3-4 odd set to stop the run. Usually when I go into a game, I'm just going to continue to run fullback dive until they show they can stop it. I will run it 3 times, pick up my 10 yards, and continue to run the ball every play. You guys see they are in a 3-4 odds, so they're stopping it, but a lot of people, just because of how dominant the pass is, they might try to come out in a big dime 1-4-6 or a little nickel, big nickel over G type of a set, and they're not going to be able to stop it as well. You guys see, even against the 3-4 odd, we're able to run the ball, and you just got to stick with the run. In this formation, you can't go away from the run. You can't allow your opponent to come out in a big dime 1-4-6 and absolutely tear you up. But you guys see, even when I am getting stopped, I'm still picking up 4 yards. If I run the ball 3 times, that's 12 yards. That's a first down. So that little running back on the right side acts as a lead blocker or a fullback, and he's just gonna absolutely help, just especially on the middle runs. If you want to bounce it outside, you can, but just running it up the middle is definitely the way that you can maximize this. Maybe if you can get to the outside, but you probably need something like human joystick to do that. Just take your 4 yards if you want, and you can always end up breaking this deep. You guys see I'm breaking into the second level, picking up about 15 right there. There's not too much else with the dive. I'm not sure if you can do any motion. If you wanted to, you could go ahead and motion Edelman maybe and motion snap him like that, just to get a little bit glitchy. But you guys see 5 yards basically guaranteed, unless they're just going to go ahead and blitz everybody and maybe even set up a run defense. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead show you guys a different setup. I'm actually going to try to switch defenses. Let's just switch to a cover 2 here. And I'm going to go into a couple of other setups out of this. Let's go over this Texas play. This Texas play is probably the second best play out of the formation. I like to run my wide receivers on the wide side, as you do in most formations. Now, for this setup, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to show the first setup. It's going to be a max pro, but out of this set, what we're going to do is just block X. So something you can do to get this cut block on the left side. I'm not sure if that guy's blitzing, but you could slide to the left, double team that D end, and then ID this guy. That will mean James White will get that chop block. But what else you're going to do is just put RB on a wheel route. You guys see Edelman's on a corner route. This corner route's not going to be as sharp as one with Hot Route Master, but it is going to be a great corner route, and it's actually going to beat people vertically down the field. Now, the last thing you're going to do is just put A on a post route. Remember, he is our wide receiver apprentice in the slot, and this is going to be our full setup. Just create a high-low read. Boom. RB's wide open. Brady has the worst ability in Madden. Pocket lead, so you guys are going to see he's going to overthrow these wheel routes pretty much every rip. Very unfortunate, but you guys can tell that they're open. Against cover 2, typically you want to snap throw the wheel route early, and you can pick up like 7-8 yards. If you want to wait a little bit later in the play, I know that against cover 3, this post route does get open as well. But boom, go ahead, set up the play. If I wait a little bit, he's going to fall down, and I can pass lead over the top. It is a risky throw, and you guys see the wheel route is probably the route you want to throw against this cover 2. But you guys see, let's say he does go user that side. The wheel route's covered. Boom, A is wide open. Go ahead, throw it to him. Basically just picking your opponent apart, seeing what side he's using. If he goes and uses the wheel route, there shouldn't be a chance that he's able to get back on the post. I'm actually going to want to show you guys this route combo against the cover 3, just because of how open that corner route gets. So let's come out and play, and let's just run a stock cover 3 here. Again, I just max protect, RB on a wheel, A on a post. Simple. Boom, RB, he's covered. B should be wide open. He actually did get covered there, so it's not the best, but it does get open, and a lot of times they are going to follow that. You could dump it down to the wheel route again here. You guys see I'm able to pick up like 10 yards on that wheel, so just a basic route combo. Let's go ahead, hop into a different one here. The one I'm going to go over now is going to be another type of a unique route combo. What you're going to do here is just put A on a post, X on a trail route, and B on a drag. This is going to be your full setup. You have high-low read basically between the post and the drag, and you also have that trail route. I like to motion Edelman out, motion hike him a little bit right there. But boom, this post route gets absolutely wide open. That trail route pulls down the curl flat, even cloud flats as well, and it's just going to open things up a lot for you. Again, X on a trail, A on a post. You can replicate this out of any play. It doesn't have to be this Texas play. Boom, motion Edelman out. I could snap throw B. He's wide open. Pick up my 5 yards. Now, typically the trail route's just out there just as a decoy. We really don't want to throw it to him, because late in the play, sometimes he will go ahead, stop running his route, and it can lead to interceptions. But boom, you guys see it just opens up A a ton. You guys could tell that B was wide open as well. This also works against cover 2. I'm not going to just go back and audible 20 times. I probably should have just used the defense, but you guys see, boom, B, A wide open, dump it down to A, and easily throw that dot. Now, another route combo I'm going to go over is, again, you can run this out of any play. You're just going to max protect, put X on a post, and you're going to put A on a streak and B on a slant. Simple route combo. You guys see what I like to do. Again, this is just going to motion Edelman out, snap that ball, and you can just go ahead low ball to B, or you can wait for X to cross the formation. More times than not, they're going to follow the post route because they don't want to give up the most yards. If they do that, you can just take that B route. He'll be open. This slant will be open against every coverage. Unfortunately, when you motion him out, he loses his slot-o-matic, but that's just because Edelman has the ability. Not too much of a worry. You guys see this slant will be open more times than not. Let's go ahead and throw this post route now, setting up the defense. Sorry about the lag a little bit. Xbox servers, I've just been lagging. But you can usually hit that late in the play. You guys see we did get shed. It is a long developing route. But keep in mind, I am on the wide side, so I could always respot the ball or just run it from flipped or whatever the case may be. Now I'm going to hop into the last setup of the video, and it's going to be a little bit of another unique type of a setup. What I'm going to do here is put A on a post, X on a crosser, and I'm going to put B on a flat. I'm going to block RB, and I'm going to put Y on a little, I'm not sure what route. If you do have hot route master, nah. Usually just a swing left or an out left. That's just going to pull down the zones, open up that post route. You have 2 high-low reads. This isn't my favorite route combo, but it definitely does get open. You guys see the post getting wide open once again there. And if I wanted to throw it on the other side, obviously we have the flat to crosser. The crosser out of the tight end is not my favorite, and I might actually want to run this on the short side of the field. But again, you guys see flat, crosser, post, and out left. Make sure you block RB. You can do that little chop block as well. You guys see running back's going to chop him. Boom, I roll out. X is absolutely wide open. Accidentally threw that ball on the run there. But you guys see, just the reason this form is so good is because of that chop block, because of the protection you can do. And it's just going to be difficult. Like, there's so many route combos I showed you guys. And this was only with Slot Apprentice on this player and this player. You could do a lot of things if you have Hot Route Master. I know that lots of people want to run Escape Artist, and you can definitely do that as well. But this crosser combo is going to get wide open. I could low ball there, or I could wait, throw it on the sidelines to get a possession catch. But yeah, this is pretty much the last setup. Not much else you could do. One setup you could do is just put maybe A on a corner, B on a streak, and then you could do whatever you want with X. You could maybe do something like this. Create 2 high-low reads, and if you wanted to run another max protect setup, this is something you could do as well. If you don't have to max protect, I like to put Y on that wheel route. You have 2 high-low reads, boom, Y, X. I missed my read with A, throw it across the body. And yeah, if you want to roll out, throw those corners, it will just make the offense better. If people try to send 7, boom, you can just cut block like everybody on the edge, and it will be an absolute pain. This is another setup I like. A on a corner, B on a streak, X on a post. I'm not going to leave these in the descriptions. These are just like bonus. You guys see roll out, pass lead up, and wide open. So just a lot you can do with this offense. Overall, just a very frustrating offense to play against. I've been in a mental pretzel defensively against this form, and yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well for some more Madden 20 content in the future. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch. I will leave those links down below in the description. I streamed yesterday. I'll be streaming in the future. And peace. I'm out of here.